Oh, oh yeah, yes, yes. I was so worried about that. Generic control in the Dr. Goose. We're here back with some more My Hero Academia. Today we're doing Season 6, Episode 17, which is the wrong way to put out a fire. Apparently it's not stop, drop, and roll, but this is when the Todoroki family kind of have like a little reunion where they all kind of like talk together, and Endeavor probably apologizes for everything he's done and realizes the mistakes he's made in his life. Last episode was amazing. We learned about the backstory of Hawks and what he's up to and how the world is doing right now, and it is in complete chaos. You can check my reaction to that video. I'll leave it right up there. I'll also give you a link down below in the description. Also going to place my channel with all the other My Hero Academia reactions. Go in chronological order. Shout out to patrons because I could not do this if it wasn't for them. I do read all your comments, even if you're not a patron. Even if you're not subscribed to the channel, if it's your first time here, I will still read your comment, and most of the time I will reply, but I read a lot of very interesting things. As of right now, I think today I would be recording episode what is that, 15, Tartarus, but I'm going out of town for the weekend, so I think when this video goes live it will be the Friday before I come back. So I really hope you've enjoyed the videos while I've been away. I've been working myself to death, and a bunch of other crazy stuff happening. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. YouTube will know about it soon, but let's go ahead and jump into the wrong way to put out a fire. Alright. Also, if anything's ever really quiet, that would be YouTube's copyright system just slapping me around like it usually does. Hopefully we don't have any buffering issues. If I do, I'm gonna scream.
It's truly an honor.
What is the point of that?
By the man many believe
Is that to keep from splashing?
#1 hero in Japan. I never expected such an offer. Fortune has truly smiled upon us.
Oh, okay.
As you surely know, the hero
That's a young endeavor.
Enjoyed a long and celebrated history, which makes my daughter the perfect match for a man of your status. Top-tier pro needs a fitting bride.
She was a woman made of ice. On the surface, our union seemed like any arranged marriage, but I had an ulterior motive.
There was no love.
My goal was simple: to produce the strongest child possible, one who wielded our combined powers.
I mean, you did make a really strong child. His blue fire.
My flames were strong. Add the ice abilities of the Himura family to the mix. Surely my offspring would grow to surpass All Might.
Wow, he's playing a long game.
Family was once prestigious. They were now struggling.
Oh, they were struggling?
Craved the status associated with the #2 hero.
Capitalism.
Money, which is
quirks, heroes, capitalism.
Agreed to my proposition. She had the option to refuse me,
but she didn't.
Ray knew exactly what this marriage was, and yet she accepted my intentions and became my wife. For
daughter
the sake
looks.
of her family.
Her daughter acts just like she does. Her younger self does. She likes flowers.
Do you like the flowers?
Yes.
Oh.
Quite beautiful.
And that's why he keeps getting her flowers. Is that like all he knows about her?
But still, she seemed like she might melt
Fire.
at the slightest touch.
I imagine he just burned them all.
Ray.
Do you like that? No.
Are you okay?
In what world would I be? That's why I've come here.
That's fair.
You aren't the only one suffering. Because you're not the only one who overlooked our child.
Oh, wow. You're not going to hear any audio right now, but Jesus, that was heavy. Oh my gosh, she's blaming herself just like Endeavor. They're both going through it. Endeavor has been like, like the single parent kind of deal. Like he completely forgot basically about her feelings because she's kind of been out of the picture. But he's just like, yes, this is all on me. I'm the one that, their child and all that. But didn't it drive her insane when they lost TOUYA? I'm pretty sure that was part of the thing that drove her insane was the loss of TOUYA. But, I mean, she didn't refuse the arranged marriage, which is interesting. Also, congratulations, now that my best friend Kirby has made the announcement official, she is now engaged. I got a FaceTime call at 5 in the morning this morning when I'm literally about to go to sleep. And, yeah, they're the ring. So her and Brandon are engaged, which is awesome. But, not what I was expecting at 5 in the morning. Not at all. Oh, man. But, yeah, arranged marriages. Man, I don't really have much experience with arranged marriages. I think I knew somebody whose parents were in arranged marriage, had the same last name before they were married. As crazy as that is.
These are some wicked burns. I can't feel a thing, though. Knowing how tough my father is, I doubt he'll die from whatever injuries he racked up.
Correct.
Even if he wanted to.
He's just
the number
relaxing.
one hero can't die unceremoniously on the battlefield.
He's right.
I bet he'll do a press conference soon. Can't wait to see his pathetic face. After so long, I get to watch him break. Henji, Mom, Fuyumi, Natsuo, Shoto.
Shoto's walking around. He's not in a wheelchair.
In hell, be sure and wave.
It's like he's bleeding or crying blood. How do you even cry blood? Is that just because of his patchwork?
I don't have school today. We should be doing quirk training together. Come on, Dad. You said you would.
That's TOUYA.
I've told you already. This time off is for your own good.
No, time off's bad. Can't have it.
I have to go.
It's unusual.
That's the hospital, isn't it?
Your son inherited a strong version of your flame quirk, that's true.
Strong.
But unfortunately, his body appears to have taken after his mother. In other words, he's physically built to tolerate freezing temperatures far better than heat.
Oh, is it TOUYA?
In terms of designer babies, look,
Designer babies.
the whole concept is taboo. I suggest you stop pursuing it.
What?
Regardless,
Oh, because it's taboo. There's
Toya
nothing against it.
shouldn't be using his quirk. Try to keep him from doing so. I'd hate to see the boy burn himself and end up in the emergency room.
TOUYA, I thought you would exceed All Might. With flames
It was your first
powerful than
attempt,
mine,
bro.
You should have been the best. How did this happen?
Pundit squares.
He saved 62 municipalities today.
How many? 62?
Hey, Fuyumi, why do you think Dad won't let me do quirk training anymore? So I got some dumb burns, big deal. I'm more than tough enough to take that. I know my body better than anyone, and I say I'm totally fine.
I don't know about that.
I don't like it when you come home looking hurt. Really?
Fair.
It was stupid to think you'd
Also,
get
they're
it.
unsupervised
No girl would
completely.
understand this.
No girl
I'm
would
worried
understand.
about
Wow,
my
you are like
brother.
your father.
I've made my decision. I'm gonna be better than
Not like
him.
Endeavor's ever
Top
been like that, but
hero.
it sounds like something he
You're
would
the
say.
one who lit this fire under me, Dad.
No. That's too much. It's downright cruel. Tell him anything else. He already knows what you want from your children. Just let him have hope.
No matter what I say to him, he shows up at the house with new injuries every day. The boy is stubborn, just like his father.
Yep.
It's the only way to make him give up. He
Wait.
has to know.
Has to know what.
Can't beat All Might.
Okay. A child shouldn't be able to beat All Might. I feel like that's not that big of. I don't think that's gonna be too shocking information. Another child. But I mean, it's gonna be like, hey, your entire purpose in existing for your father is to beat All Might, and you won't be able to do that. Why is he looking at her? What is he doing? What just happened? Shoto? That's Shoto, right? And thus the rivalry began. That was Shoto, right?
You're wrong, Dad. I can be the next #1. Watch me. My flames are stronger every time I come out here. I've been practicing this entire time.
Oh,
I know I
look at
can
his
do
hair.
it. I'll surpass All Might. Wait and see.
I don't think you will.
Just keep your eyes on me, okay?
Damn it!
Wow.
Why don't you get this through your head? Have you learned nothing from getting burned over and over again? Listen, TOUYA.
So that's why he
Find a
became
new dream to
Patchwork.
pursue. Go play with Fuyumi and Natsuo. Make friends at school and do stuff with them. There are plenty of things to do with your life besides being a hero. Leave this unattainable goal behind you.
But
I don't know if you should be saying that in front of
the
the
kids say they're gonna be pros one day.
Well, every kid says that.
They don't get what it's like for me. But you do. You showed me being the best is what matters.
Oh god, is he actually on fire?
What's this, Dad? It's too late now. Can't unlearn what you taught me.
I can't unlearn?
Keep watching. You'll see.
What?
Look at me. Endeavor!
Is he going to attack her? Wait, is that how Todoroki had a scar? Or does mom protect him? I think his mom protect him.
From now on, Shoto isn't allowed anywhere near the other children. I have work. I can't watch him all the time. But that's why we have the help.
The help?
You don't let TOUYA out of your sight.
He just wants you to pay attention to him.
Shoto didn't get the scar from there. We know how he got the scar. I thought maybe that might have been a different story.
So that's it. You're running away.
Hi, babe. I'm recording a video and I kind of can't pause it.
Just kidding. Goodbye. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll call you afterwards.
Alright, bye.
Hey, TOUYA!
Oh, I would usually pause the video, but I can't because that would just make the syncing an absolute nightmare. Third son,
More than
Shoto.
They live in a different world than the one I'm training you for.
Can't I just play with them a few minutes?
Nope.
They look like they're having fun.
They're jealous of you.
There's no time. You've work to do.
You know what? I think I had the wrong idea back then. Shoto isn't the one I should blame. Dad's the person who messed up everything.
That's
We're
fair,
failures
yeah.
to him, so he pretends we don't even exist.
God, he's just
That's
asleep.
just how it works.
Was that
Not
Natsuo?
like it's all that different.
That's asleep?
Lots of heroes have kids that they don't want.
You've already told me this like a million times. Ugh, why don't you go bother Fuyumi instead?
Yeah.
No, hold on. Are you ignoring me too, Natsu? Please don't
Yes.
do that. I'm telling you this stuff because you have to understand.
He's trying to
You agree,
make
right?
sense of it himself.
Besides, the women in our family are all useless.
Wow,
Wait,
he is
are you
strong
gonna
on that
go to the
belief.
mountain again? Why don't you hang out with your classmates?
No, I don't need friends. I'm different from them.
TOUYA, tell me, do you really want to become a hero?
He has no more red in his hair.
Because from what I see, it looks like you're suffering simply because you want to please your father. Son,
That triggered
there are
him.
many different paths in life. You have countless opportunities.
Your dad's a
Don't
top
spend your
hero.
life chasing someone else's
Pretty
dream.
sure you don't have to worry about a
You
career.
find something you're actually passionate about in this world.
Shut up, Mom. You don't know anything.
Wow.
It's from one of your self-help books or something.
Self-help
I know Grandma and
Wow.
Grandpa were poor. That's why they sold you, right? You had no choice in what your life would be like.
He's so aware.
But you did decide to have me. So you're to blame for this too.
Wow.
TOUYA.
So did he fake his death?
Wouldn't go out. I was smaller than most kids my age, but when I hit puberty, things changed.
Also, the fact they train in a forest is
And
just
my
so
flames suddenly
dangerous.
transformed from red to blue.
Which are very strong,
I see.
very
They're
hot.
Like extensions of my body. When I get excited,
So, is it
my
green?
firepower goes through the roof. Oh man, I'm incredible. Dad is gonna be so surprised when he sees
He's
this.
gonna be mad at you.
Damn it. No crying. Why do I always tear up when things go my way?
Oh, and that's how he's like now, but he's
Your
crying
next day
blood.
up, You gotta come to Sokoto Peak.
New burdens.
Uh-huh.
Hide them beneath his clothing now. TOUYA, you're still training?
Man, I've gotten super.
he's mad. He's
I
so
gotta get
excited.
to Shoto's level pretty soon, or All Might's level. No, better. And I guess
I don't
you'd
think
have
you will.
to accept that I'm not actually a failure like you thought. After all these years, you'll be happy to have me as your son.
Oh god, he's angry.
I asked you to do one thing. Just stop him from training.
I won't let you
How?
leave me to Mommy. Stop it! You're being a bully.
Get out of here, Shoto.
And
This
Shoto
has
is
nothing
trying to
do
defend
with
his
you.
mother.
Shut up, Mom. You don't know anything.
My options were limited when I was younger. But I chose to marry you of my own free will. I thought, if I kept a smile on my face, things might work out.
They kind of did.
I tried my best. You wouldn't listen.
He's your problem now. You deal with this.
Basically, he wanted her just to make
Be of
one
use
perfect
for
child
once.
that he wanted, and that's all he cares about is that
What
one
do you
child.
see when you
He
pull
only
me
asked for
back?
one perfect child. Doesn't care that he has 3 failures.
Please
Or,
don't look at me
in his eyes, failures.
with those horrible eyes. Those eyes.
So, when did Shoto have the boiling
I was
water
taken
incident?
to a facility, which is where I heard about TOUYA's death.
Oh, okay, so that happened before.
Shattered
Okay.
Whatever was left of my mind.
Suck it up. Do not cry.
I didn't know if
You didn't go
TOUYA's
to
death
her peak like he asked.
helped made her snap.
I was afraid if I did, it would feed a fire that was already out of control. Now, the real reason is I had no idea what to say or how to be TOUYA's father.
Dad.
I guess we both failed in that sense.
It's kind of weird. I guess it's because his quirk started out so strong, and he was like, oh god. So it's like kind of,
Now that was some impressive heat.
he was told he was going to be the best, but then his
What
quirk
did you
changed,
expect, old man?
which is different than the
All
other
you ever
two
taught
kids,
me
the middle
was
kids.
how to burn everything.
Because the middle two kids seemed perfectly fine to accept what that they're not going to be capable of being what their father wanted.
Up that day. But after I killed TOUYA, I couldn't go back. The only thing I knew how to focus on was molding Shoto into the hero I could never be myself.
The more domineering you were, the harder it was to look at you. And whenever I looked at my children, it was your eyes I saw staring back at me.
Yikes.
Even though I knew we were falling apart, I was too scared to get to the bottom of our pain. So I tried to keep up appearances, ignoring the truth.
You're the one who put us on this path, and I know you're to blame. But if I'd been able to knock some sense into TOUYA before he ran off to the mountain,
that's true. Everybody's basically taking fault for this, except Shoto, I think. Shoto's like, sorry I was born. Sorry I'm perfect.
Your heart may be broken, but we're going to help you put it back together. Because you have no choice but to fight Dabi one day.
Bring him back to the family. Maybe.
Shoto must have suffered so much more than we did. But he still started calling me Mom again, even though he has every right to hate me.
Yeah, after what she did to him.
And he's protected each of us. Like
Shoto's such a star, dude.
he is the true hero in this family.
Yes, he is.
Before coming in here, I had a long talk with Mom.
Oh, you did?
I thought you wouldn't be able to fight after how things went down.
Oh, I think he's gonna be able to fight now.
I would have to face Dabi myself. That's not the case, though. So whenever you're done crying, you and I will work to stop TOUYA together.
Shoto.
Pardon us.
Who's this?
We're kind of listening into your convo.
You listening?
Since we're in the loop. Mind if we join
Oh.
your weird family reunion?
Your weird family reunion. And Hawks.
I was
Nice.
discharged from the hospital yesterday and already gathered a bunch of info about what's going
I
on.
am deeply ashamed and
what?
apologize for my son's actions.
Huh?
Huh?
That's
What?
definitely not the reason we're here. Seriously. Please
Why-
stop, ma'am.
Please stop.
Wanted answers about
Cease.
Dabi, but eavesdropping is sketchy like black market denim.
What is that?
Black market denim. I don't even know what that
Knowing
means.
the
What
source of his
is that a
resentment
thing?
could make things easier. The more we know about how he survived and why he adopted this Dabi persona, the better. We can speak to the child inside.
Who found him?
I've watched a lot of videos of you over the years, Endeavor, but I never guessed the tenacity you had in your younger years would make your home so hellish.
That.
Gotta admit, it's shocking.
That. It's
This
shocking.
didn't come up when you were talking about TOUYA, but are you to blame for the burn on Shoto's face as well?
So close.
No, that was me.
That was me.
But he still started calling me Mom again, even though he has.
Why is that
every
even
right to hate
relevant?
me.
I see.
I see. He's not even looking and typing.
My parents. Instead, I abandoned them. But you stood your ground.
Shoto, you're a heck of a kid.
Yeah.
Endeavor,
Coming from
the world
Hawks.
is going to pieces.
You got the number 1 and number 2 hero right here. And best genius, who I think is number 3 as well.
Himiko Toga, Spinner, Skeptic, and 132 Liberation Front members escaped, as well as 7 near high-end Nomu. At this point, we have no leads.
And All
no
for One.
idea where they're hiding. In addition to Tartarus, 6 other prisons were broken into. At least
Yeah.
10,000 prisoners have been released into the wild.
10,000 prisoners?
Panic.
From six prisons?
Shots for us. Not that there are a ton of heroes left to organize. Pros are resigning left and right.
They shouldn't be.
Many civilians have lost faith in our ability to protect the streets, so they're taking up arms and fighting villains themselves, which which inevitably leads to collateral damage.
Because they don't know how to use the quirks.
Aid in the form of rescue teams and heroes from other countries.
Oh, international heroes. Who are these people? What does an American hero look like?
2 days. And I second what your wife said. You have no choice but to keep fighting. Of course, we've got your back. Responsibility for this can't be put on your shoulders alone. And it's not your family's fault either.
Is Hawks going to recover fully?
Even if Dabi was right about the Todoroki family, things are different now.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. I was so worried about that. That is top 3. Yeah. That's 1, 2, and 3 all in one room. With Shoto. Thing is, what's stopping Awful One from just breaking in his hospital right now? I mean, he has to know that's where they all went.
Just till we stop TOUYA.
Doesn't seem like he can ever... Doesn't seem like he has to stop ever. Okay, so I'm stupid. I thought that was the end of the video. And I got too antsy, so I just created more work for myself. Love that for me.
But there's still a little confusion.
Hate that. I don't have time.
What do you know about One for All?
Oh yeah, a reporter mentioned that too.
Oh yeah?
While he was fighting Shigaraki, Endeavor mentioned something called One for All. Do you know who or what he was referencing?
Doesn't have anything to do with that terrifying supervillain known as All for One.
Oh, they know about All for One now.
We need to figure out how it factors into the puzzle.
Well, Deku's asleep.
Using a private line. It's highly possible that I'm the one Shigaraki's after.
So is he about to tell them all about Deku's quirk?
Deku, you bastard! You're dead!
No.
I've been awake for how long and you're
It's Sue.
Did you not shout when we're trying to grieve?
Thank you for the assistance, Sue.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that boy?
He's angry.
The extent of his injuries, I figured he'd be out for a while.
And yet he's somehow louder
He got
than
stabbed
ever.
4 times and kept fighting,
guys.
okay?
Sounds like Tokoyami and Kaminari are cleared to go home now.
You should be able to as
That's
well.
wonderful news.
Are there any updates on Midoriya's recovery yet?
I wonder what he's seeing right now in this coma.
But I'm still worried.
But
Heyo.
hi.
Explosion murder god Dynamite.
You remembered his name.
What's it look like?
We'd like a few words with Izuku Midoriya.
You can't. Are there no other staff?
He did, huh?
Endeavor said that Shigaraki was after Midoriya.
Mm-hmm.
All Might is clearly involved somehow.
Yes. For sure.
The world is one for all.
He's about to learn about all this.
I can feel it. The vestige of me that lives within One for All. Inside you. Right now, he must be talking with the previous wielders.
Yes, more than likely. Like I said, I wonder what he's seeing. It's probably that. And now there's a song that I was trying to avoid because it instantly starts singing, which I try to mute that segment. So that's why I exited out the video, because I thought it was about to play that. I thought I was getting ahead of it. I saw the scene change and it was bright, and I was like, oh, that's the end of this episode. Nope. So just created more work for myself. Love that for me. I have so much work to do before I go out of town for an entire week. This video should be going live on Friday when I'm out of town. So I'm going to try to record the next video ahead of time because I won't be back until late Saturday night, which is when I would usually record. But this video was all about the backstory of the Todoroki family. Everybody basically blamed themselves except Shoto. Shoto did nothing wrong. Shoto was born, and Shoto was kind of the problem. I mean, yeah, Endeavor kind of, yeah, I kind of explained everything. Like, you know, Endeavor made TOUYA seem like he was going to be perfect when he was also the first child. He was learning how to be a parent, which is, you know, usually the first child is more difficult than the following children. And then Shoto turned out to be exactly what he always dreamed of. And the other one, or TOUYA, can handle that. The other two, Natsuo and What's-Her-Face, could handle that perfectly fine. But, oh man, Hawks and Best Genius in the hospital. You got the top 3 heroes all in the same place at one time. I'm surprised All For One's not attacking on hospital since Endeavor can't really fight right now. And a lot of students are also hurt. But I look forward to the next episode. I hope to see you there. Shout out to patrons because they get the videos day early. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. I look forward to reading your comments. But until the next video, take care and kitty music.